Hello, welcome back to Galvix YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are a business that is selling in the state of Rhode Island and you have achieved Nexus, then welcome to this video. We're going to learn how to register for sales tax registration. Now, if you don't know what Nexus rules apply to you and whether you are obligated to collect the sales tax or not, then go ahead to our YouTube channel and check out other videos that are going to be giving you some clarity on that. So let's get started with the first step, which is gathering your business information. Now, make sure that before you start, you have all of this information available, starting from your FEIN to your business name to your trading name and the state of incorporation, date, and if you need the certificate of incorporation as well, the number as well, and other details of your mailing addresses, contact details, details, and NAICS and all of that. So once you have all of this information, it's going to make it a little more smoother to go through this process, which already is long. So make sure you have this, and we'll get on to the next step. So the next step is navigating to the state's online portal to start getting registered. Now the URL is ri.gov. So go ahead on this. Okay, now this is the Rhode Island's division of everything. This is not just specific to taxes. The taxes one will be below here. So go on, navigate yourself to businesses, and click on business registration, which is of the division of taxes. Now that'll lead you to ri.gov/taxation /bar. Now this is where you're going to click on begin and create a user account for yourself. Okay, so now we've entered all the information that we needed for the sign up. You can enter your RI employment registration number if it's available. If not, just go ahead and directly enter your FEIN. And once you're through that, click on I'm not a robot and do this thing, which I hope it's easy. Is there anything? Okay, got it. Thank goodness. Click on sign up. Okay, now that must have sent a confirmation link to your email. Go to that and follow the link that will activate your user account. Okay, now once you're done verifying that from your email, you'll be led to your application. So, this is where the application actually begins. So, let's get started with the first section, which is business information. And if your trading name is different, then you can do that. Now, go ahead and put in a mailing address. Okay, this is where you're going to be entering sales contact information, the one who would be in charge of your sales tax records. Okay, you can include the payroll contact information in case this applies to you, um, or unemployment contact information. This is the person that's in charge of handling questions related to your unemployment claims and charges, as it says. So you can choose to fill in this information if it applies to you. If not, then move on. So the next section is business type. You can go ahead and select the type of entity from this, if you're a sole proprietor, general partnership, if you have an LLC structure, or a corporation. And select whatever applies to you, whether if you're a non-profit, religious, 501c3. If you don't know this about yourself or your business, then feel free to contact your professional, an accounting professional, your business professional, to get an understanding of this, because this is very important in determining the kind of tax obligations that will apply to you. Now go ahead and enter your state of incorporation. Okay. Now, is this application for a temporary event? If your business is going to be in the state of Rhode Island for any sort of temporary event, then you're going to mark this as yes, and write the date, the start date, and the end date of the event. If not, then click on no. And answer if your business is seasonal. Again, if it is yes, then you'll be required to put in the month that it starts and the month that it ends. And here is the date of the business that has started its sales in Rhode Island. So ideally, this is the date since when your sales tax thresholds were reached. So go ahead and apply that. Okay, we come to the six-digit NAICS code. This six-digit code is basically a code that helps you determine the business activity, the primary business activity for your business. If you don't know what it is, then go ahead and click on census.gov/NAICS. This is an official website of the US government, which will give you a clarity on what exactly is your code for the primary business activity. So, for example, I'm going to type in software publishers. So let's see what it shows. Yeah, here it is giving me a code 513210. So for all of these related activities as well. So copy this, go back and paste it. Okay, great. Now, once we're through that, we're going to enter officers. Now, you can consider this as the second part of your application. Enter in the officer that is responsible. This could be an owner, a responsible officer who's taking care of this side of your business, dealing with taxes, or a partner. It could be literally anyone. Put in their name. So the first one that you enter has to be a president or CEO. That's why it's not letting me change. Okay, and enter their SSN. Home address. Okay, click on submit once you're happy with that information. Now you can enter as many as required, but I'm just going to enter one and click on continue. Okay, now coming to the next section. So, as you proceed with this online registration, you'll encounter a series of questions, which is this about your business operations. Now, this helps the Rhode Island Division of Taxation to understand your specific needs and determine which tax accounts you require. So, let's look at the questions here. The questions 1 through 4, these relate to your employment situation in Rhode Island. If you have employees or if you lease employees, you'll need to answer these as yes to the relevant questions. This helps determine if you need to register for withholding tax in addition to the sales tax. If not, then you go ahead and click on no. Now, the next site is Now, the next question, which is the question five, is do you make sales at retail? This is critical for sales tax registration. If you plan to sell tangible personal property or taxable services directly to consumers, then you must answer this as yes. This is the primary indicator that you need a sales tax permit. So you click yes. Now, question six, do you have multiple locations? This helps the state understand the scope of your operations. If you have more than one physical presence where you conduct business in Rhode Island, then you collect. Sorry. Question six, do you have multiple locations? This helps the state understand the scope of your operations. If you have more than one physical presence where you do conduct your business in Rhode Island, then you would select this as yes. If not, no. Now, question seven, was any part of your business acquired? This is for businesses that have taken over any existing entity. If it applies to you, then you click on yes. If it's not, then you click on no. Now, question eight is, are you a sole owner or partnership that is incorporating? This is relevant if you are changing your business structure. If not, then you can click on no. Now, finally, question number nine, do you have an actual RI location that is not a PO box? This includes remote work locations as well. Now, this is an important question for establishing your physical presence, even if it's a home office. So, if you feel like that exists, then you click on yes. If not, you click on no. Now, carefully answer each question based on your business model. Your responses here will guide the system in generating the correct tax registration requirements for your business. So, make sure that it's accurate for your business. And once you're happy with that, just click on continue. Okay, here is where you're going to write your. No, sorry. Okay, here is the next section for locations. So, any locations that are associated with Rhode Island or out of state locations only requiring an RI sales tax permit need to be provided. Okay, so your primary business location is your primary Rhode Island work location. If you selected yes to question 9, that is an actual Rhode Island location in the previous section regarding questions about your business, which showed that you do have a physical presence or a physical location in Rhode Island. If you answered that as no, then yeah, of course, the location that you provide here will be not a Rhode Island location. So, based on that, click on adding the primary location. Okay, you can check this if this particular address that you're providing is an employee's home address. It's not, so I'm not gonna click that and click on submit. Now you can enter a Rhode Island address or an out of state address depending on your business. So once you're through this, we're gonna click on um, continue. Oh, wait a second, I missed something here. Please enter each out of state location required. Is that so? Let's go back once. Okay, that was okay. Okay, never mind. I was just trying to see if there was anything else. Okay. Okay, now we've come to the sales information section. So here you will be asked questions again about your sales activity based on different locations. So if you've entered three locations, then you'll have to answer it for three locations. Since I've entered one, I am going to be answering this for this one. Now the first question is, do you make sales at retail at this location? The answer is yes. Now, the second one is, do you sell food or beverages at this location? If you do sell any food or beverage, then you will be clicking on yes. If not, no. Now, if your sales activity involves any gasoline sale, then again, you'll click on yes. If not, no. If you do, then all of these will be required for you to fill as well. Now, the next one is, do you sell liquor at your location? So, again, if your sales activity is the kind that involves either liquor, cigarettes, or selling cigarettes through a vending machine, then you will be selecting yes for all of these. If not, then go ahead and select no. Now, the next one is, do you rent rooms at this location? What type of rental? So, if you do have a business activity structure that involves you in selling any sort of rental rooms, then you will click yes. If not, it's a no. Okay, now coming to the next one, do you sell prepaid wireless phone cards at this location? So, again, if you have any of these activities, then you click yes or no. Again, it's the same with this. Are you a Class A package and liquor store? If you are, then you click yes. If not, no. Same as with this one. And are you an eating or drinking establishment? Again, if that applies for your business, you click on yes. If not, no. So, all of these questions, answer them carefully because these will determine the kind of taxes that you will be paying in the future. So, make sure that you have all of this accurately done. And once you're through this, click on continue. Yes, sir. Okay, so once you're through that, you will be led to this section, which is sales permit fee calculation. The breakout of your fees for retail sales permit is below. Now, for me, it shows zero. So it is. This would depend on your responses. Again, and since I do not have any employees or have leased any employees in Rhode Island according to this application, so I would not be required to fill in the payroll information. But in case you did select that and you have any sort of remote employees also, then you will be given another form to fill in the payroll information. So if you have that, click on all of the information and click continue. Again, acquisition information form is also optional. It depends on the business. If you do have any of that information, that is, if you have acquired a business, then you will be required to enter the information of the previous owner and the date that you acquired it and details like that. So once you're through that, click on continue. Okay, here we're going to type industry activities. Okay, welcome to this part of the Rhode Island business registration. Here we are going to talk about adding your industry activity. Now, this is a crucial step to ensure that your business is correctly categorized for tax and employment purposes in Rhode Island. Now, as you can see at the top, it says completing this section is mandatory under section so and so of the RI Employment Security Law. So what does this mean? It means providing detailed information about your business is essential so that we may accurately assign the correct industry code to your company. Okay, if your business performs multiple activities, you'll need to provide a percentage breakdown of those activities. And for example, that could be if your a business that sells retail goods but also offers repair services, then you'd break down the percentage of your overall business activity dedicated to each of those. It could be 70/30, it could be 60/40. So something like that. Pay attention to this. If your business is based out of state but has employees working from home in Rhode Island, you must describe the nature of the work those employees perform. Fail to comply with an accurate description may result in delayed allocation. So okay, now let us go for the actual input fields. You'll see that the total percentage of all activities must, of course, total up to 100. Now here you can mention the activity of your business. Um, okay, so let's go ahead now. Software, if let's say 50%, then I can add another thing which is 50% more. But this is 100% of it, so we'll just go ahead and keep this as 100. Based on your business activity, go ahead and select how your business activities are divided and give a rough percentage to it, and continue. Now, if you just have one location in Rhode Island, click continue. If you have multiple locations in Rhode Island with all which all perform the same industry activities as you described, then click continue again. If you have multiple locations that differ from principal industry activity as described, then again continue. So in this case, since I am not considering a location in Rhode Island, we will continue. Okay. So here is the final page. Now this is where you can review all of the information that you've filled in, and make sure that it's accurate and see if there are any errors. If there are, then you can go back and make some edits as per the need. And all you're going to do now is pay and submit. Now we can just go ahead and like sign this off. So this is a this is that you're certifying that the information is correct. Click on that and type in your SSN one more time. Okay, so this is another declaration. Okay, I have filed all required state tax returns and have paid all taxes owed. Under penalty, you're going to type in whatever applies to you, of course. If you have entered a written installment agreement to pay delinquent taxes, then you click on that. So based on all of that, you click a declaration, and I would like to be contacted regarding information about filing taxes electronically. Once you're through that, you click on the final step, which is submit, and that will submit your taxation application with the state of Rhode Island. So congratulations, you're done with this. Now this is not the last step. This is of course just the first step. You're going to now wait for a sales tax ID, which will take somewhere around 2 to 3 weeks. And once we have that, you'll need to set up an e-filing account or an online filing account where you can actually start, setting up an account to file your taxes. So let me know if you want to see how that process is done, and if you have any questions related to sales tax in Rhode Island or any other, state in the US, or if you need help, we at Galvix take care of this for you, and can help you get rid of the monotony of doing this and the immense amount of work that all of this takes. So you can let us know. Check us out down below, www.galvix.com, and check out other videos on the YouTube channel, which have more information on different states registration and Nexus rules, and a lot more content coming in. So like, subscribe, and comment below what all you'd like to see next, and I'll see you again. Bye bye, take care.